Chairman Hughes, members of the committee, my name is John Bonura, and I'm a policy analyst with the Texas Public Policy Foundation. First off, thank you for the opportunity to speak on how to address the growing problem of homelessness in Texas. The Haven for Hope is one of the more inspiring models for addressing homelessness in our state. And the main reasons for its success is the focus on preparing those who come through their gate for self-sufficiency. Their emphasis on transitional housing tackles the root cause of chronic homelessness, namely mental health and drug addiction. More importantly, they follow the advice of the United States Interagency Council on Homelessness. They have a study released in 2020 entitled Expanding the Toolbox that explains reducing homelessness requires engaging individuals and families with trauma-informed care. Now, what I mean by transitional housing is, and also defined by the HUD, is it's a temporary housing with supportive services to individuals and families experiencing homelessness. Now, what happened in 2013 was a refocusing from transitional housing onto permanent subsidized housing, where Barack Obama said that he would be able to end homelessness in 10 years. And where are we right now? We haven't even come close to ending it. It's only increasing. So instead of necessarily finding more funds for transitional housing, I think that we would best be served by reproportioning where the money is actually spent. So changing the proportion of money that's spent on public subsidized housing back into transitional housing. As you can see on my graph in figure 1, when you have the more focus on transitional housing, you have more transitional housing units, you can actually see a significant reduction in the homelessness population. However, after 2013, you see a slowdown, and a couple years afterwards, it starts increasing again. And like I said before, I don't think it's an issue of the amount of funding, because funding has increased every year, year to year. So really it's about where that money is spent. And I think that some of the recommendations that I would have would just be following in sort of the footsteps of Florida, Georgia, and Utah, who have started redirecting some of their money from housing first policies back into that transitional housing that will actually help people work towards that self-sufficiency. And as of legislative kind of suggestions, I think last session, in the 88th session, we went with a bill, SB 1803, that required self-sufficiency audits from homelessness services providers to make sure that they're actually reaching the goal of getting people off the streets. Thank you guys so much.